Away. We are again live. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the Anomaly Podcast, the Anomaly of all podcasts. I'm your host, Noah Bennett. And today, I actually feel like I wanted to do this. Okay. So I want you to give me a beat. Why are you laughing?
And how exactly do you expect me to do that? Beatbox.
Yeah, just give me a beat, man.
Hey man. What do you
What,
gonna,
I
what,
gotta-
you gonna what you gonna freestyle?
Okay, but yeah, I was just
What you gonna freestyle? I don't know how to beatbox though.
just give me a. Just give me anything. I wanted to try this as a start.
Easy.
Just show you my talent. If you wanna add me,
beatbox now,
if you wanna add me on a beat or you wanna add me on a song, just give me anything.
Boom.
Okay,
Just
okay.
go.
Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Yo,
Hey.
we sitting on the couch. Normally, the Normally podcast. Hey,
Hey.
I'm sitting
Hey.
here. I'm sitting here with the artist and producer.
Hey.
I'm the nooser. This
Hey.
is what happens. I make up words. What goes with my turds. My turds is my poo poo. Okay, yeah. Welcome back to the Normally podcast. The Normally all podcast. I'm your host, and today I've got with me artist and producer. Okay. It's the kid.
There we go.
It's
Yeah,
the kid.
Yo, thank you for having me, bro.
Thank you for coming on the
Nah,
podcast,
it's
man.
never a problem, sir.
So it's the kid, okay? Basically, part of God Squad was Troy, DJ Troy. We had DJ Troy on the pod already, and
Fiction.
Fiction also there. The trio of you guys,
That's good.
brother. It's the kid. You know, when I thought of it's the kid, I thought of it's with a Z.
Okay.
Okay, so where did it's the kid come from though?
So it's the kid kind of came from the first rap name, which was like Kid Magic or something.
Okay, yeah.
And then there was like 1,000 of them
Oh, of Kids Magic.
of Kid Magic, yeah.
Okay.
On streaming platforms and things like that. So it's like, okay, cool. Kind of like the name, and me like abbreviated and make it like a KID Magic or whatever. And then that was supposed to be the artist name, and then It's the Kid was supposed to be the production side of it. So
Okay.
when I'm doing producing for you or somebody else, it would be under It's the Kid.
Uh-huh.
And then I realized I'm big enough, famous enough to have two damn names. Like it's confusing. It's
Okay, yeah. So you
unnecessary.
wanted one.
Yeah, and the KID was a mission to search for online
Uh-huh.
because the dots.
The
every now
K
and we-
dot
yeah,
ID. Oh, so yeah, because you had to do that, otherwise it wouldn't come up.
100%.
Okay.
So then I decided, yo, let me just go by It's the Kid. Like I like it. It's simple. It's
And why not?
I just-
Why not? It's with a Z. Because I thought of it's with a Z. I was like, but it's
I
not. It's with a Z.
didn't. I
It's actually it's
didn't
with a S.
want it to be too much of a gimmick, if that makes any
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
I didn't want to add too many like symbols and things because I had all of those before
Okay.
with the Kid Magic and the KID. I was like, yo, keep it simple. It's a kid, and we move accordingly.
But then why did you shift from Kid Magic? Was it just because of it was just difficult for the?
Yeah, and the two names it got because trading under, in a sense, under two names was unnecessary
Okay.
at a standpoint because it was two separate type of personas that needed to be pushed as well as my own personality.
So
So
yeah.
it's like, why not consolidate everything?
Make it one.
Because It's the Kid and KID Magic is essentially the same
Yeah.
person.
Producer and the artist.
100%. So it's like, yo, let's just go with the It's the Kid.
Okay, so that clears it up. Okay.
Man, it flows a bit there as well. Like
Uh.
then KID Magic, like It's the Kid just sounds.
It's more, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
But I-
it's a kid song. I get what you mean.
You get what I
you
mean? But I have
get
to
what you mean.
like let people know that it's not It's the Kid. So then they'll just search the Kid because they'll assume I'm saying
Okay.
It's the Kid.
Okay.
You, know,
Okay.
you
I
get
get
what I
you
mean?
mean. I get
So
what
that
you
you
mean.
have
I
to
get
like
what you
tell
mean.
them it's the Kid. It's the Kid.
It's the okay. I get that now. But then where was that? Where did that music then come from? Where did that inspiration or that beginning with music come from? Where you started with Kid Magic?
Yo, man, I played an instrument in school and things like that.
Was that primary school or high school?
Primary school, I played the recorder like every kid did.
Okay, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that
yeah,
like
yeah.
entry level things
Yeah.
to figure out if you
But that
like
thing was
music.
still I couldn't do that thing.
The recorder.
I have a neighbor who plays it. Doesn't play it very well, but she plays it.
Yeah, nah, I actually remember telling a girl in high school, like, yo, who still plays the recorder?
Yeah,
Like, it's a child's
yeah,
instrument.
yeah.
The teachers didn't find that as amusing as I thought it would be. But so I started out with that in primary school. Then I went to go do like saxophone and study music as a subject in high school. And then I met some dude Black Slim, that's a rapper now. And he was part of some group that were actually doing recordings and music production and hip hop. And I just joined it and I fell for it. I loved it. Like,
Was that in high school? Or?
That was in high school, yeah.
Okay.
Because I could always had an idea, like I wanted to go somewhere into the music side.
Okay.
Whether it's on the production, whether it's as an engineer, whether it's as a musician.
You were just drawn to the industry in that way.
100%. I just knew I needed to or wanted to be somewhere in a creative space.
And then if you say you're doing music in high school, your friend group, was your friend group like the same wavelength as you? As in, I wanted you all did music or did some sort of that, or were you just like all scattered over?
No, we were all over the show. We still are all over the show. But what was cool is I kind of managed to partition my friend groups when I was growing up. So things never overlapped.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If I wanted to be reckless and have fun and chill and do whatever I wanted to do, my core team was there too.
Okay, yeah.
When it was music things and that production, and then there was a
then
group of
that
people
was
that I had that
group.
for.
Okay.
And then it was musician things and studying music, then I had a group of people for that. And I kind of kept it separate for a very long time.
Well, why was that?
How was it?
Why was that?
I didn't want things to get stale.
In what sense?
In the sense of I don't want everybody to be on the same thing all the time, because then I have no inspiration from anywhere.
Okay, it becomes a bit
Because if
dry.
we're all on the same wavelength all the time, nobody's coming out really with new things all the time.
Okay.
So if you keep things separate, and it allowed me to bounce different ideas of different groups of people that
it just drew
made
that
sense.
inspiration a bit more.
Because if you maybe have a little bit more experience in something than somebody else does, then I would turn to you and then. Not to say that other people might not know. It's just I know that's where your focus is. Because that's how we kind of connect.
That's how we connect.
You get what I mean?
Okay, so that actually makes me think. Because now that happens in high school, okay, where everybody does the same thing, but then you in that group, but it becomes a bit dry, like you said. What about when you grow older and you get into a group with people who want more and who are ambitious? Then maybe do you stick with that group still?
I still kind of have different groups of friends. 90% of them know each other and will chill together if the event calls for it. But it's also a matter of getting what I need from you in a sense. So not to say that others can't. It's just the separation, and everyone's kind of exposed to different industries now as adults. So you get your core team of friends where everybody's doing whatever they need to do, and that's cool. Then you get your music people, you get your work colleagues, you get your whatever it might be, but everyone has their own lane. And for me personally,
that just works for you.
I found it works for me to have everything a certain way. I have that separation in everything. So if I need space from this, I have that escape to clear my head or level out a bit.
Yeah, I get that. It's each to their own. It's quite an interesting perspective, because I'm in sort of the opposite, as in I like my certain group, and then we sort of all go together. So then it was high school that you sort of you found maybe I want to do this a bit more in the industry. Then you said studying music?
In school, it's a subject in music.
Okay, and then after school?
And then after school, I went to go study sound engineering.
Okay.
Because maybe the last 2-3 years of high school, I linked to that to what I was talking about. And in the rap group thing, because I enjoyed it, and I always kind of knew I wanted to go somewhere into the production side of it.
Okay.
The engineering became a thing. And then I saw a college, did the open day, did the research, all those things. And I was like, yo, that's what I want to do. I want to be an engineer. I want to kind of see creativity be made instead of seeing it showcased.
Okay.
You know?
You wanted to be part of the creation process.
100%. I wanted to be part of the foundation, the ground floor, and watch it build and watch how everyone assembles a block and why that specific thing needs to be there.
So how many years did you study? How many years is it?
It's a 3-year course.
Okay.
It was long as hell.
Okay.
Because I mean, you think you come out of school 12 years, you're like, oh, I'm gonna finally study something I want. But then to tack on another 3 years on that, it's quite a lot.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking about the other day. Your early years of your life. I mean, when you under 25, majority of it is you learning year after year after year.
Yeah.
And once you get to uni and you have a sense of independency, then it becomes a bit tiring. Then you're like, do I really still have to do this? I've been doing it for the
Facts.
past 12 years. I
Facts.
still got to do another 3 years. That sense is still there with the
It does
tiring.
get a bit much, but you know that cliche crap that if you love what you do, blah blah blah. That's like fair,
Yeah.
but studying like you say, coming out of a 12-year structure, education structure, to then go into something that is solely focused on what you want. So yeah, there's subjects and things in it that's complements it, but it's now just the specific thing that you're studying for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, whatever it is you choose to study. It can get like, okay, now when do I live?
Yeah.
You know, so like by my end of my second year, I was like, shit.
Do I really want to still do this?
You know, do I really want to do it?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a year left. Let's just knock it out.
Let's just knock it out. But just what year you are now? So then you secured that degree.
100%.
Okay.
I got that diploma. Just but yeah, it was fun. You met people. They gave you the free reign to play in studios and create and develop your skills. It wasn't just like theater based things.
That's one thing I wanted to ask, especially now you're studying within that industry. For me, I study accounting. Okay, so that's like theory, and then a bit of practical. Hardly. Okay, but it's like theory. You got to know this and the.
What year you in?
I'm third year now.
And it's still just like theory vibes.
It's still like theory.
But when you leave, I'm assuming it's like practical.
Well, because you got 3 years of articles.
Okay.
That's where you got to apply it.
Okay, now it
basically.
makes sense to me.
So then for you, was it basically maybe the first year theory and then the second and third year maybe you do a bit of practical, you go to places or whatnot?
So the way that course was kind of structured was you learn, you show what you learn. You learn, you show what you learn. So with every bit of theory, there was practical that came afterwards.
Okay, so they applied it.
Yes, because according to them, which makes sense to me, is you can't go into the industry knowing something, but you can't apply your knowledge. So they try to keep it as much practical as possible. So because we the field I'm in is 100% practical.
I like that.
With like a little bit of theory, because you need the knowledge of how things run, but in it you're tweaking your things, you're running things, you're doing what you need to do.
I like that because a lot of degrees are like, okay, you have 3 years of knowledge. Okay, but you still got to pull onto this first years and second years. Okay, now go apply it. Where you are learning the theory and then you're applying it on the fly. So I feel like it sticks with you more.
It 100% does. And I mean, I'm not a book smart person. I learn better by doing. So it helps that whatever I learned this week, I get to apply next week.
Next week, okay.
And that whatever we learned, the assignment is now based on that module. So you go into the studio, you go plug up your guitar, you go record that, you do whatever it is you need. Now you know, okay, what they were saying, and I know how to do it. And you do it to a point where no matter what situation you're kind of in, muscle memory kicks in a sense. And you know, okay, now that frequencies isn't normally where I need to be. I'm hearing something because from back in the day when I was struggling to get that theory thing right into practical, and I know where the flows are, where the sweet spots are, whatever.
Do you think that learning style it helped you instead of just theory?
100%. Man, if I went to a theory fully, I might have still been in college, man. I might have still been there, bro.
I think they would have kicked you out now. I think they
There's money in their pockets, but I think my mom would have kicked me out because it was costing too much money.
Fair enough. No, I get that. But to me, let's just step back from the serious matters. To me, all the experience I've had with you, because you with Troy and whatnot, you seem like you catch on a lot of naughty things.
Nah,
you feel to me you look like you, because you like a witty, you a jokes kind of guy.
Okay.
As a teen, did you do anything that's a bit,
I mean, shit, bro.
I did a lot of it.
Nah, it's not even the case. Like what teen was like by the book? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I did.
I was by the book.
Then you the exception. You the exception in my example, but I assume I could have done the normal things. Like I wasn't reckless
Mm-hmm.
because I was still afraid of getting caught.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so I do what I wanted to do, but I wouldn't say responsible way, but in a not too dangerous manner. So what's that? You're drinking, you're partying, you're doing whatever it is you need to do. You're moving, but it wasn't a matter of laying in my mommy's yard. Or like throwing up when I get home, or coming home with the girl that's pregnant. Or, like I kind of like.
You kept it within borders or boundaries.
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me, if you had to dress up as a female, would that fall within the boundaries of that?
No. What?
What? What? What?
Ask the question again.
You know, cross dressing, where you dress up as a female and you walk around and you model. Have any experience in
as a child? Yeah, man. My sister used to dress me up all the time. I was like, I was a doll. Yeah, but I mean, I'm what, 5?
Was that because you like to entertain?
It's because it was just me and my sister for a lot of the years at the gate, so we kept each other company.
That tight bond.
Yeah, and I mean, in my mind, I trust my sister. It was fun because, but.
You know, I feel like
yo, I feel like that was a setup, but that's cool, man.
I feel like Nodal.
It is what it is, man. Like I was a child. I'm pretty sure my mom's and my sister has photos of it. I'm not ashamed of it.
So you guys were very tight as
we still are like till today.
Like, you know, when I was young, or like when a lot of siblings are young, they like take baths together. And then
I'm trying to figure out where you're going to with these questions.
They take like baths together, but that like builds like the bond. Like, but obviously, if you want to poop in the bath with your sister, that might just mess up the bond in that way. Did that?
Apparently, bro, I don't have the memory of it. I don't have the memory of it, but apparently that happened.
That happened.
According to my mother and my sister, that
just grew the bond tighter.
Apparently, man. Apparently,
Jacob.
Apparently, man. But I mean, you children, you do stupid things.
Things. Now I get that.
I'm not embarrassed of it. Thank you. Good research, bro.
Yeah, I got my.
Like, shout out to whoever was investigating these things. I don't understand how that specific question came up, or who you asked for that. But well done, bro. I definitely give you props for your research.
So, after high school, did you go immediately into the working industry, or did you? Because you're doing music now. After, especially if you have a degree, you can maybe take a year off or 2 years off and try to do something of your own. Or did you just jump into the working industry?
Is this post college?
Post college.
So I was working while I was in college. At the race course, Kenwood race course.
Okay.
And
was it like a part-time thing?
Yeah, it was a couple of days a week. The money wasn't too bad, and I was allowed to do sound for broadcast for TV.
So you were learning on the fly.
100%. So while studying, getting the practical in and stuff like that. So when I left college, I still stayed there for a bit. Try and figure out my feet, how I'm gonna move, what the actual industry is, because college never really prepared you for how scarce the jobs are in sound at that time. And I'm talking about 10, 11 years ago. Like, there wasn't as big a sound engineering vibe as there is now, industry for it as is now. So, but then I managed to get an internship. That kind of kept me afloat for about a year, and then freelance, and then found. But there was no gap years.
Gap years,
there was 100% unemployment in there somewhere. Like, I'm not gonna lie and act like it was all sunshine and roses. Man, there was.
But that's life in general.
100%. But funny thing is, I feel like I needed unemployment because when I left college, I kind of had like a chip on my shoulder because in year 1 there was 130 some students.
Okay.
In year 3 there was about 80 students and only 30 graduated.
Damn.
So, and we were the first of the 3 years. We were like the first in Cape Town with that degree that the college offered. No other institute was offering 3 years. It was all 1 year higher certificate vibes. Plus then the work I was doing, I was practically like running things there, and then my internship, I like knocked that shit out the park. But I was cocky as a motherfucker.
In what way? What do you mean?
Nobody could tell me nothing. I always assumed I knew better. I thought I was the greatest. I thought I was the best. Bear in mind, I had like no real work experience. You know what I mean? Outside of the one job that I was doing that was always the same thing repeated. And then when unemployment happened, like in that mix, it humbled me, bro. Like, to it's like, yo, you not the bee's knees. Like, you're not as cool as you think you are. Calm your shit, figure it out. And now, like I think it helped me understand how to deal with clients. Don't condescend when you talk to them. Listen to what they're saying, because everybody believes they're a damn sound engineer. So it's listening to what they're saying and then not making them feel dumb or sound stupid or causing arguments. Like, all of that kind of happened in that unemployment space.
In that unemployment
period. Yeah, because now I'm trying to find my feet and I'm trying to build connections, and this is the feedback I'm getting from people as to know you were arrogant. I always believed I was confident.
Yeah, but that's a okay. Like, I would say there's like a fine line between cocky and confident. But if you were confident, then I would say that's basically what you need to have. You need to be confident, especially if you want to make a name for yourself in the industry. You got to put yourself out there. But obviously, you don't want to be cocky and, like you say, talk down to people. But obviously, you learned and you said, like, this is not the way you go about things, which is obviously a great learning experience.
Yeah, because it took like multiple people at my internship at the ACBC to, like, people that's been in the industry for years to like say, hey, wait, now you're a little too arrogant. Like, people are refusing to work with you.
Okay.
Boom, boom. And then you're like, okay, wait, I need to address these things, else nobody's gonna hire me. And I mean, that's what, 24 maybe, if not younger.
But it's hearing all these things, it sounds like you were like really, really busy. Even like doing a job while in college, and you did college full time. That's quite heavy on you.
I mean, our courses were kind of based on like class 2-3 times a week.
Okay.
And
damn, I should have gone to college then.
And then the nah, get your degree, bro. It sounds nicer. But it does, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Like, you don't want an accounting diploma.
Okay, I paid.
You know, we go work, bro. But it allowed me this space, because when we weren't in class for those 2-3 days, we had to be in studios. They like checked your logs to make sure you were in there a certain amount of times a week. So everything kind of balanced each other out, so that I could have my 1 or 2 days to go work as well, and then do college, and then and the job that I was working was like around the corner from where I live.
So everything are just all flexible, and you made it work. So you never got to a period where you're like, damn, I'm burning out,
bro. I lost my head.
Seems like you got it back though.
I caught his own shots.
Oh, no, didn't go to Turkey for any implants?
No, I don't have that kind of money.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I first got to get a flight. But
I know a guy in Belleville.
Nah, I'm cool.
Are you sure?
100%.
Okay. Might be worse here though, but
no, I'm fine, bro. Like ever since
I can look you up after this though.
Ever since my hair grew back, I'm fine. Thank you for the offer though.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
If the years go by and you see a bit of balding, then
I'll just go bald.
I have
You have what?
The guy, but it's cool.
Nah, keep your guy.
Okay.
I'm fine. Oh my God, I was gonna look like this puff and then like just a long lock chilling over. You know what I mean? Gotta get it out my eyes all the time.
You see, I like your hair, but not in like. I mean, like, cause why is it gonna be like?
Cause I'm trying to see again. Where you taking this, man?
No, cause I'm not taking this anyway.
Okay.
I was thinking, cause I had like my hair doesn't grow long.
Okay.
But it like grows to like a certain point, and I was thinking I wanted like a mullet.
Okay.
Like, you can rock a mullet.
I mean, I'm gonna have to probably like relax a part of my hair.
No, you just give like a.
But like, it's a mullet.
What do you mean?
What I want to say, I don't think I can say on the pod, so I'll just like move on my day, man.
Do you have any other interests or other passions besides?
That's an extremely good question, man. Of of late, I'm trying to find that out. You know, like that. If you didn't do this, what would you do? But I feel like everything that I can think of almost always leans into a creative space.
Okay.
It's not like if I would do something else, I'd want to go be like a lawyer.
Okay, yeah.
Or an accountant. Like it would be like if I do something else, it's okay, let's go do marketing, or let's go do branding, imaging, videography, those type of things. Like
something within the creative space.
Exactly.
So you are open to that.
Yeah, 100%. I'm always down to learn something that can coexist with my current degree, my current certifications. So the more you tack on, the more well versed you become.
Yeah.
The more services one can offer, the more you see. So when you're doing, for example, a pod, now you understand the audio aspect, you understand the camera angles, you understand how to market it, how to edit it. You know what I mean? Those type of things, the reach, the interactions, all those type of things. So if I can get to a point where I find the time to solidly invest in learning these things, I will definitely do it, but it'll almost always kind of stay in the creative space.
No, that's great, because a lot of individuals, I would say, they find something that works and then they kind of stick with it throughout. But it's great that you have that idea where you're not going to sit on comfort, but you're going to see. For now, you don't have the time, but when the availability comes, where you can be like, okay, sweet, what else creative can I maybe look at? Maybe we can explore in. Then that opportunity that you're gonna take it is there.
Look, I watched just started before you. I watched the old people when I was an intern at this.
What do you mean the old people?
The people that were close to retirement age,
Okay,
and I watched them be there from, call it 16 to 18 to 60 something, like doing the same thing over and over. And yeah, they took a lot of pride in it and they were extremely good in it, but I don't just want to be good at one thing forever. You know what I mean? Like I feel like say again?
You want to diverse.
100%. Like it just feels like, at least the way my brain works, I feel like that's killing me while I'm alive. You know what I mean?
It's like you have the potential, but you're not like tapping into it. It's like it's ice, but you gotta dig a bit deeper.
Exactly, because my job affords me to do different things, different days. It's never the same thing every single day. So you're always learning and refiguring things out and meeting new people. Like I don't want to just plug a mic in and that's it for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? I'm not shooting anybody that does that. All respect to them. Like it's just I can't do that.
Yeah, that's what I wanted just to find out, if you sort of, it's that growth mindset or that fixed mindset. That basically. I've got a segment. So we have a segment every now and then. Well, every episode we have a segment. Usually it was the quickfire, which didn't turn out to be quickfire. It was usually quite long. But now I have a would you rather. Okay. So I have a few would you rathers here. Okay, ready? Okay.
Let's go.
Would you rather be rich and famous or rich and unknown?
Rich and unknown.
Okay. Attend a party or to host a party?
Attend a party.
Yeah, because you don't want to clean up.
Yeah, facts.
You don't want to clean up after that. Would you rather get drunk over one sip of alcohol or never get drunk again, no matter how much alcohol you drink?
Shit.
Because I mean, like,
how drunk am I off this one sip? I need a little bit more information, please. Am I like sloshed? Am I like passed out?
Nah, let's say you can't drive. You see three of me.
Of a sip. And I'll never get drunk, bro.
So just no, just
no way. But then
you don't have
that's it. That's taking the excitement out. I'd rather get drunk of one sip. It's cheaper.
Never. Wanna shot you?
It's cheaper, bro.
But then I was just thinking now, alcohol poisoning. Say now you have then a glass of beer, or you have a beer, would you not then die from alcohol poisoning?
But I only needed the sip.
Yeah, but say now you have a beer,
a full one.
Yeah, then you would say die of alcohol poisoning.
I've seen double and continue drinking. Man. I'm still here talking to you, man.
Would you rather never age physically or never age mentally?
Never age physically. When you say never age mentally, I'm assuming that means I'm stuck as whatever age I decided to take this, right?
Well, yeah.
Nah,
As a younger, as saying you're 25, the mental age at 25.
nah, I'd rather I'd not want to age physically.
Okay. So
because I'll deny myself so many new things if my mind can't understand and comprehend these things. Like
yeah, because there's that saying where people are like, what's you. I don't know if it's a saying, but the whole idea of you die or you slowly die away once you stop learning. That's the idea of it. But yeah,
I get you.
That. Be lost at sea or be lost in space.
Man, I'll take the ocean, bro.
Why is that?
Why is that? Because a boat might come by. You know, like there's not many like space. I don't think there is any like things flying around to save you, like this ain't Star Trek and Star Wars and things like that.
Okay.
So I still have the possibility.
So your chances of rescue
100% is better.
Is better at sea
than it is in space.
100%. Okay, I get that. I would have gone for space.
Why?
So cool.
Okay.
See, you become like a like a raisin.
I get it. But the fact of certain death and the possibility of survival, I always take the possibility of survival.
You created music, okay? When I was younger, I created awesome music. Okay.
Awesome music.
I also created music.
Where is it?
Well, it's not out there.
Why not?
It's because it wasn't very good. Okay, but I made like a rap when I was like younger.
Okay.
So let me try and remember. So it was like, okay, I'm walking down the street with Nikes on my feet, okay, and I don't know what to do, so I bought a pair of new shoes, okay, and then I walked into the gate, and the gate vibrate. I'm late for my date, okay, and then I ate a plate. I don't know why I used those lyrics. For I ate the plate. It just rhymed. Okay. Do you have a rap or a song as a child that you thought of that you created when you were like young and you're like, bro, what did I do then?
100%. Look here, I'm not gonna act like I have a lot of music out there because I really don't. But the ones that is out is the better of the lot. There is a crap ton more of complete bullshit.
What's the craziest you?
Shit, man. These. I was in college. I thought I was cool. Me and my peoples, we did whatever. I'm not gonna tell you the lyrics, but it's if I listen back to it now, it's like, yo,
what was I doing?
What? How? And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I played that shit for people. Like yo, listen to this new joint. Like man, it's so cool.
Wait, where is it now?
Nah, it's nowhere to be found now, bro. It's all deleted. It's all gone. Burnt the hard drive, bro.
What was it though?
What was?
Yeah, what was it?
What do you mean? What was it?
Give me like a lyric or two.
I don't remember any other lyrics.
You capping right now. Capping hard.
I don't remember a single lyric. They were all just bad. Don't look at me like that, man. It's
brother, come on, you gotta give us something.
Nah, these go. Nah, I think I did. I removed all of those things off SoundCloud. So
I was just about to say maybe SoundCloud has like Odizo or something like that.
I think I cleared
like
it
the
all
early days of
Kid
Magic or something like that.
And I think I cleared them all out like
really?
a couple of years ago. Which is wild though, because back then like I really thought I was like the dopest man. I was.
But isn't it always like that? Where like right now you feel like you're creating the best, or maybe even like comes down to like dress style or like the way you used to like brush your hair or whatnot. Like 5 years later, you're like, why did I?
Facts.
Why did I do it? I think it's just the way life.
I had like this pencil ass beard that I grew when I was like 19. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
What do you mean?
Like it was just a thin line that just like...
You know, I play FIFA.
It went nowhere else.
I play FIFA. And my character has the stripe down here.
Yeah. Now,
I think it looks pretty cool.
It didn't look cool on me.
Okay, fair enough.
And people told me that it looks like shit. I was just like, you lying.
Like, man.
You don't know fashion. You don't know what this is. Like,
You ain't no barber.
you know. Only to discover like a couple of years later when I saw the photos, I was like, fuck, like
Should have listened.
why didn't you like shave that shit off in my sleep? Like, that was horrible, man.
Okay, so we're not gonna get the worst music out of you.
Look, I don't know them. Like, in all honesty, if I find a few,
Yeah.
and you happen to make a quick snippet into something,
then.
I'm not gonna just run it by me first. Like, please.
Send the edit to you. Then
Yeah. But
okay, then what's your best piece of, I wouldn't say music or production that you've created and been like, yo man, this is the best thing I've ever put out?
I feel like that's subjective to where I was at certain stages. Like, I put out an EP a couple of years ago, and that was around the time where I discovered autotune.
Okay.
Because my rapping voice was
So you just put it to the
fags.
Okay.
Cause I never liked my normal voice.
Okay. Why was that?
Say again?
Why was that?
I feel like everybody kind of goes through it. But mine just sounded thin, and I was almost always at the time. At least to me, I was. And then decided, yo, I'm still want to do the music thing. Let me figure it out. Got autotune, played around with that a little bit. I was like, ooh, I like this. Because it's not like I just like sang it. Like, there was still like rappy things to it. And this was around the time like where the melodic rap was like forming and like getting noise and things. That was a dope project. I enjoyed. Like, if I listen back to it now, I cringe on a lot of things.
Okay.
But I still look back on it and like I'm proud of it. Because it's the first full body of work that I did myself. And then, but to be honest, my best to date, I'll stand on Lavish, man. Lavish kind of calmed me in chasing club bangers, in chasing and talking about flashy things and cars and this and that. Lavish allowed me to be vulnerable.
Okay.
More than I've ever been before. If I listen to the lyrics now, I touch on certain things that happened in my life at the time.
Yeah.
Not too deep, but just things I would never have mentioned before. It kind of gave a somewhat window into, okay, he's not just flashy bullshit and flexing on some things.
Would you say you were then, before Lavish, you were trying to put out an image of yourself that you wanted people to see or wanted the people to hear?
Yeah.
That wasn't necessarily yourself.
100%. That's very well articulated.
So you found yourself basically.
By accident. It's not like I planned it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I planned
So
it.
then, okay.
Lavish. It just clicked organically. The beat with the writing, with the melodics, with the chorus, like everything just clicked. The perfect way, the way it was meant to kind of click. And then for some weird reason, or not some weird reason, but everything that was released after that was more tame. Wasn't chasing club bangers. Wasn't chasing. Because then I realized like that's not who I am. That's what you see, and that's where like the big crazy like hip hop artists are and things. But I'm not really chasing that. I just want to make good music that you can vibe out to.
That was, I would say, your most successful.
100%.
Yeah?
Bro. Don't master
That was
100%.
okay.
Bro.
Because on YouTube, it has amassed over say 17K views. Okay, so you said something quite interesting now. That was that you accidentally found yourself. It wasn't the intention. So talk me through the creation of Lavish. What was because I was listening to the song and I couldn't like find out with the lyrics. I couldn't find out like what you were trying to say or exactly.
So the beat was giving me Rick Ross kind of
Okay.
luxury music. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the beat's name was Lavish. And then I was like,
Oh,
okay,
like the BP that
yeah.
you in the okay.
The
yeah.
beat was I think it was named Lavish. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me see how I can run with it. Like, how would I go with it? Which direction would I like? I actually still remember writing the song. And like the first couple of drafts weren't really good, to be honest with you. But I approach it from a standpoint of don't think subject matter as in it must stick with this. Use Lavish as the end goal. Use Lavish as what you're chasing. So what needs to happen to get there? Take everything you've been through, everything you're currently going through, everything you still want to achieve and do and whatever. And that all leads to Lavish. Because in my mind at that stage, Lavish was the destination. Lavish was the lifestyle I'm chasing.
Okay. That's what I heard in the lyrics.
Yeah. So that was the mindset I was writing in from. So it was from the start of when I started making music to why things were a little slow at the beginning, to family things, love things, personal things, like whatever needed to happen or however needed to go. It was just peace and goals and maybe a little flashy things and maybe a little bragging things, but it was the most authentic version of It's the Kid.
It's the kid.
If that makes any sense.
When you create your music, do you say that, okay, this song I'm going to have a video for, this song I'm not going to have a video for? How do you depict when you're gonna?
It's usually based off of how the team responds to it.
Because that production was cost what?
No.
What?
The Lavish was Jack of all trades.
And then the video?
No, the production of the song you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, that was God Squad. The video was Jack of all trades.
Okay.
Sorry. So like as the team, you kind of see what moves a certain way. What do we all kind of agree on? What does the artist like backpack? Because if they like believe in the project like crazy, you're like, okay, cool, let's put it out visually, because we live in a day and age where people respond better to visuals than just audio. If you like the video, you'll go download the song.
Yeah.
But if you download the song, the chance of you checking out the video is slim to none. So we try and always aim for visuals for the better of the
grab
lot.
the audience.
Yeah.
So you said, do you ever create some piece that you think, yo, bro, this is fire? It's brilliant. But then the people just don't bite on it.
All the time. That's why Lavish is where it is in everything else saying. Like energy. Man, I really thought energy was gonna be something. Man, shit fell on his face,
Yeah,
man.
his face.
Teeth out, everything. Like, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I get it. I understand that things aren't moving the way they're supposed to, and not everything is gonna slap.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, how does that affect you? Because, like, if I create content, okay, so I create, like, reels or whatnot, and I'm like, okay, sweet, this is going to, people are going to love this. Put it out. What, 500 views? Okay. Okay, yeah.
And
Do you just pick yourself up and be like, okay, this is part of the game. Let's just move on.
100%. Like, I also look at what did I do differently or what didn't I do at all. So how did I promote? I was there, and what did I do before that? What did I do after that? Did I just post it and like sit on my hands? Maybe the subject matter, maybe the vibe, maybe the visuals, maybe like there's so many things. But I don't look at it from a standpoint of, yeah, nah, nigga, you suck. You
suck.
should quit.
Yeah.
You should just throw in the dollar. It's like, okay, cool. That just wasn't the one. I mean, I'm no Michael Jackson, so I'm still finding my feet in a sense. So not everything is going to connect.
Yeah.
But
not everything's a straight road,
yeah,
basically.
it's part of the journey, and in my mind, I enjoyed it. So I'll still play it. I'll give myself at one view.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know?
I get that. Supporting you, your biggest supporter, basically, your own self.
You know, somebody actually told me once, if you don't support or believe in yourself, how do you expect others to do? And like, I think I was a child when that happened, like teenage years, and I was like, okay, that makes like a lot of sense. So that's where my mindset is now on these things. Like, if you enjoy it, but don't put it out. If they don't, cool, move on to the next.
Just carry that with you throughout.
Now you know, throw that style away. Like, don't really make that, or refine it a little bit.
In the creative space, it can be very difficult to, like you say, continue to have that belief in you. Because especially if you creating things and it's just not biting, and like you or you hit like a wall on what you want to create, or you're lost in what music what music vibe you're trying to bring across, or what general lyrics you're trying to play with. It can be quite, how can I say, difficult, and you might just lose yourself. Was there a point where you were like, damn, let me just stop pursuing this music career? Because a lot of people do that. A lot of people, because the music industry is so saturated.
Yep.
Everybody wants to be an artist.
Yep.
So was there a point where you're like, man, let me just stick to my 9 to 5 and then quit everything else?
100%. Shit, I thought about that like a week ago. But
About a week ago. Yeah.
But I'm not. I've come to peace with the fact that I'm not chasing stardom. I'm not chasing big stages and
Chasing enjoyment.
Yeah, I love making music. If it takes off for pops or whatever, I'm cool with it. If it stays where it is, I'm comfortable with that too. It's just music gives me a escape that I haven't found in anything else yet. It allows me to articulate certain things that I haven't found a space for yet. So I kind of use it as like a therapy session. And obviously there's days where there's no inspiration and weeks or months or whatever. But you power through.
How do you get through it? Because it can eat at a lot of people, especially if you're putting your all in it. It's just not. People aren't biting your content. People aren't biting your production. How do you just say, okay, I'm just gonna continue, or do you rely on doing some certain things? You go for a retreat in the Cedarburg for 5 days.
So one thing that I did find that works for me is to, when I create, do it outside of my usual space. So if this is where I always create, from now on I'll now come to your place to do it. And feed off the energies in your space.
Is that to draw inspiration?
That is to draw inspiration. It's to, cause if you do it long enough, it can and things aren't like popping maybe the way it's supposed to. Certain things aren't moving accordingly. It can get to a point of feeling like a job. Which for a lot of like these main artists, it's their careers, it's their jobs. But I don't want to lose the passion for it and just do like a copy paste type thing. So getting out my space, because now this desk now feels like an office. Pull myself out of that and set up somewhere else. Have people around me that will tell me shitty shit out the gate, and I don't waste 2 hours on it. Nope, go next. Like it challenges me to be better, do better, think differently. So that's one of the main things that I would do. Plus, I mean, like I have a dope team around me. I have a dope team of people around me that if you struggle on anything, a conversation can spark something.
Spark something.
Quick, all right, let's take your mind over there for the next 2 weeks. Let's go focus on that. Okay, cool. Now your mind is moving on different things, and slowly but surely, certain things just start unlocking and moving.
Yeah, it's good to have that friend group around you to just draw on that. But drawing inspiration, do you draw inspiration from other artists?
Both, actually. I mean, I don't want to say imitate, but we find certain artists that we enjoy, that we like, okay, I want to try maybe a little bit of this, but I want to make it my own with a little bit of that.
Just taking a tiny elements.
Exactly, because that's the evolution of the music industry. That's the evolution of music, is taking pieces and bits from different artists and forming new genres even. Like, I mean, that's how the world of music came to what it is. So there are artists will be like, I don't like maybe what they're saying, but I like the style in which they're saying it. Or I like the beat production.
Yeah.
Or I like the emptiness to the song. Or I like the fullness to the song. And it won't even be so on like maybe just from an artist standpoint, but from a production standpoint as well, to be, okay, I want to know how you got these
Yeah.
808s to slap like that. I want to know where that keys, like that structure came from. Like, how did they do that? Like those type of things, and take pieces from
Take
everything.
this and basically create your own sort of masterpiece. Because that's what I do. That's what I like. I watch a lot of podcasts, and then I'm like, say now they have a certain angle where they're running, or maybe I have a certain angle that I want to run. Then I look at different podcasts and be like, okay, sweet, how did they do this? From where did they shoot it? How's he portraying the message? That type of thing. Okay.
Yeah, and editing, like how did they chop it, the spacing, all those things. 100%. And we fortunate enough to have YouTube at our fingertips at any given moment, where we can draw inspiration and learn new things, which wasn't necessarily afforded 10, 15 years back.
It's easier now. It's quick.
Exactly. But I mean, that's, I suppose, is also somewhat to the downfall of the saturation or of everything. But such is life, man.
Do you have a dream collab?
Local, international, what you thinking?
Anything, brother.
A dream collab, man. Like, I genuinely want to jump on the song with Blast, bro. Like, if that man must phone me and say some shit, but I saw my house, I saw some cars, I saw some organs, like, bro, I'm phoning some friends. Like, I'm on the play, bro. Like, okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but
Sign the house.
you know, but it's. I like his vibe. I like the way he structures his songs and things like that. The laid back style to it, like that is one of the dream collabs that I would want.
Okay, how can I say not a serious matter? Okay, but a serious sort of question where this is a bit of, I don't know, self-realization, because I ask myself this a lot. You obviously want to become a successful artist and a successful producer or whatnot. Is that the end goal?
Artist, not so much. Back end of it, yes. Producer standpoint, yes. Getting the business to where it needs to be, or where we feel it should be.
Okay.
Business standpoint, yes, but yeah.
You want to get there. What do you think you have to do to get to that place?
Shit. So the one thing that I know I kind of slack on is consistency. If I'm doing dope things often enough, even if it's average, it's not like amazing, but it's not like trash. If I talk like production side now, like as it's the kid producer thing, I can fool you into thinking I'm amazing because I'm everywhere. You know what I mean? So consistency is definitely something I need to get to the end goal. I mean, sacrifices, you do it. At this point in time, I do it without even thinking. For certain things. So yeah, like consistency, maybe working a little bit harder, meeting new people, new connections, new ideas from people that might not even have a inkling on what the industry needs or is about.
Yeah.
But everybody has an opinion on something. You know what I mean? So just finding certain aspects and certain conversations, certain sparks to link with everything else that's currently there, and that's at least why I'm kind of piecing it. But if that isn't the case in a couple years, then ask me again. And
Ask you again.
Yeah.
You know, we all have an episode. We have another pod for sure. Before we end, I like to end it with, you have a message, or you have something that you keep in the back of your mind, or something that, like you said, somebody told you when you were young, or some message that just keeps you in the back of the mind and be like, okay, sweet, this gets me through those days where it's a bit crappy. What is that?
Hey man, like something. It's not a bad life. It's just a bad day. Don't let a moment ruin a day. Like that is one thing that's kind of gotten me through a lot of things recently. Is just because you struggling with something yet don't mean your life's a mess. Don't mean you failed at everything. Like everyone has their journeys.
Yeah.
Everyone has their struggles. Everyone assumes everybody has the perfect life, which is complete horseshit. Because everyone has their own individual struggles. Everyone's just playing it to the public. So believe in yourself, bro. Do what you gotta do. Be consistent on what you do. Be a person that stands by your word. Cause reliability and loyalty is in my world, at least, it's a big thing. But yeah, that's the rough things that keep me
Sort of
pushing through whatever
every day.
Through the noise, through the bullshit, all those type of things.
I like that. I like that a lot. Now it's time for you to look at the camera, okay? You got to look at it deeply.
Alright, what am I saying, man?
Right now, you got to plug yourself.
Do I gotta get my eyebrows right?
I mean, we've been sitting here for an hour and a half, so I don't know. It's a bit too late for that, buddy.
Yeah, but I was looking at you, not at the camera.
Plug yourself. Tell people what you got going on. Instagram, everything.
So I got a music video dropping end of the month called Cash Came In. Shot by Medical.
Did the cash come in?
Did the cash always comes in, man. So Cash Came In is dropping soon. We got a couple of music releases and visuals and artists in development now within God's Code, within the team. Yeah, man, like you can find me on Instagram. If I'm not mistaken, it's the kid _19. And from there you will find all my other socials. Yeah, man, that's it.
That's it. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you, man.
brother. Thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it.
No problem. I appreciate you.
It was great to have you on. It was great to get your insight on the industry and especially the production side and, having a team, having a trio and having those failures before. That was great insight. I really appreciate you coming on today.
No problem.
Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, obviously. You guys got to like. You guys got to comment. Comment what you found interesting. Here we go again. I can't speak English. Comment what you found interesting, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You guys got to leave a 5-star review. If you're not doing that, then I hope your bed's full of bugs. Wow. It's quite violent. Quite violent. It's just guys. But I think that's all for now. But before we leave, we got to have an outro.
Do you want to do another freestyle?
No,
do
you
you have
gotta
that?
do it.
I'm not freestyling, bro. Do you want to freestyle?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
You got it, but
Yeah.
must drop a beat.
Couple beat there, bro. Couple beat. Yeah. Oh yeah. We just shot apart with It's the Kid. It's the Kid. He had a wig.
Hey,
You got it from Balvo.
Hey.
Balvo with some Mauros.
Hey.
I eat toast with my Mauros.
Hey.
I don't eat toast. I'm not the baby. I'm the baby. I'm your baby. I'm rapping now. I'm so flowy. I'm going to go and eat the lowy. Lowy in my low rider. My high rider. I drive a Ford Fiesta. Peace, everybody. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers. Bye. Peace.